this what differs to the NW Coastwatch Council to the Maritime Security Council here. I think what is more important here in the EO 57 is the proclamation where our president is clinging for the fundamental rights to live in peace and freedom. And of course, he wanted Filipinos to be free from fear and fear from violence and threat. I think that's the core of the EO 57 because of the series of tirades and of course water cannon coming from China. And if you try to look at it, it's just an expansion of the previous executive order that was signed by then President Benigno Aquino in 2011 when he established the National Coast Watch Council. And then after that, we saw the 2012 Scarborough Shoal standoff. And now we are here in another series of standoff in Ayungin Shoal. So I think this is it proves also the side of the Philippines where we look at the legalist approach of the Philippines because this is the strength of the Philippines, no, of our country. 2016 we have the arbitration award, which even up to now China disregards it, but the international community praises the Philippines for its maritime rules-based norms. This time around, we are trying to fix our own domestic laws in order for us to safeguard our own maritime domains. So the executive order number 57 will help us to, in a way, look at the different parameters on consultation, research, administration, technical, and technical services of this new council.
Right. Chester, just to get your thoughts on this, you're saying basically that EO 57 is something that we do need in the face of what we're experiencing in the South China Sea / West Philippine Sea. My question is, do you think that this has been a long time coming, or was this in reaction to the recent spate of increased harassment, etc., in the disputed waters?
Possibly, this is a clear reaction to the series of violence that China Coast Guard has done to our Philippine Coast Guard. But in my understanding, perhaps this is the remedy of our government, because even up to now, we still do not have the Maritime Zones Act and the Archipelagic Sea Lanes. The only domestic law that would help us safeguard our maritime domains would be the baseline laws that we have. So remember, in our past conversations before, three important laws should prevail in our strategic culture. Namely, you should have the baseline laws, and then of course the Maritime Zones Act and the Archipelagic Sea Lanes. The two other laws are still proposed by the Congress, and we're still waiting for that, so that in a way this could help our country to secure its sovereignty and protect the people basically.
Chester, prior to the National Maritime Council, EO, there was also the National Coast Watch Council, and before that, the Commission on Maritime and Ocean Affairs. But I don't think we hear a lot of those two councils in the past. What do you think would make this one effective?
I think this one is bigger in scope because it tries to harmonize all the other laws that we have. Remember, our problem in the Philippines is that we always cling to crafting laws. That has been the solution to many of our complex problems. But we didn't realize that implementation, enforcement has always been our problem also in our country. It's the reason why the enactment of this new executive order is to harmonize all these executive orders that had been established and crafted in the past. But if you try to look at the EO 57 now, it tries to merge all of these maritime laws related to coastal defense and to maritime security. So in a way, it tries, because of course we have to remember that when we talk about maritime security, it keeps on changing also. It just so happened that in the coastal watch and oceanic statutes that we have, we were just focused on one area, which was the West Philippine Sea. But this time around, in the EO 57, it entails all the internal waters and the maritime domain around the archipelago of the Philippines.